Assalamu alaikum and welcome. You're watching Real English News along with your host Sharif Akram Yamani. Let's have a look on today's top headlines. American Embassy delegates meets KTR at the Secretariat. 6 months over KCR to knock Delhi door with a ball of issues. After uproar in House, Minister Sadhif Niranjan says she is ready to apologize for Haramzadan on remark. Moist attack, Rajnath Singh to visit Chhattisgarh, injured CRPF man to be airlifted to Raipur. Assembly elections polling end in Jammu and Kashmir and Jharkhand. Rahul Gandhi says a dharna against Modi government's U-turns. Telangana government has decided to invite United States of America President Barack Obama to visit Telangana. Telangana Chief Secretary, that is Rajiv Sharma, has written a letter to American Embassy in the regrets. This development took place as a delegation of American Embassy has invited and visited Hyderabad on Tuesday and met IT Minister, that is KTR, at the Secretariat. KTR has informed that Telangana government wanted to see the presence of USA President Barack Obama at Republic Day celebrated in Delhi. 6 months down the lane, the K. Chandrasekhar Rao government, which doled out various slogans and announced flashing ship programs, is yet to resolve the key issue with the neighbor, that is Andhra Pradesh. Sharing of power being the controversial one, and the first week of December could either power and end to this issue or escalate the tensions further. Apparently, the KCR government will be completing 6 months of its rule on Tuesday, that is today, December 2nd. The Chief Minister, who on the floor of the Assembly recently said that he would not knock the door of the centre to resolve the issues, is going on a 4-day tour to Delhi. In Assembly, KCR had made it clear that the centre should reign in AP and give Telangana its share of power, or TS would take its own course of action, including non-sharing of powers from the units that are to be commenced in the TS in the coming years. In this backdrop, KCR is flying down to Delhi on December 4 when he will be meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In this backdrop, KCR flying. Okay. At the same time, Narendra Modi to apprise a letter about issues like CAD bifurcation, conduct of examination, among others. Apart from sharing of electricity between the two states, KCR is also likely to meet union ministers and take up the issue with them. TRS MPs are busy making arrangements and taking appointments from the minister concerned for KCR to meet them. Union Minister, that is Niranjan Jyoti, on Tuesday expressed regret over her controversial remark and said that she is ready to apologize in Rajya Sabha. Earlier in the day, Parliament witnessed uproar over alleged conversation and controversial remarks made by the Union Minister, that is Niranjan Jyoti and Girjan Singh, with opposition forcing brief adjournment of both the houses. As soon as Lok Sabha met for the day, Leader of Congress Mallikarjun Kharge reminded Speaker Sumitra Mahajan of the adjourned notice given him and his party colleagues over the reported statement of two ministers. The Speaker rejected the notice, saying that through the matter it is of urgent importance. The business of the day cannot be allowed to be disrupted. She, however, suggested that a member can raise the issue during 0 hour. Kharge said the objectable language used by the Jyoti and has Trinamool Congress members rushed to the well shouting slogans. Congress members were heard demanding apology from the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Issue being raised by the Trinamool Congress could not, however, be heard in the dime. Though the House took up two questions during question hours, the questions continues as Pandey forced Mahajan to adjourn the House for 15 minutes till 11:30 a.m. While Jyoti was presented in the Lok Sabha, Girjan Singh could not be seen.
और कितने घोटाले हुए हरियाणा में दामाद के द्वारा। एक साधारण परिवार में स्टील के बर्तनों की दुकान रखने वाला, उसका बेटा, उसका सोनिया गांधी का दामाद इतना अरब खरबपति कैसे हो गया? गरीबों को लूटा है, गरीबों को चूसा है। मोदी जी कह रहे हैं ना खाएंगे और ना खाने देंगे। फैसला करना याद रखिएगा, ये आपको तय करना है कि दिल्ली में राम जादव की सरकार बनेगी या हराम जादव की सरकार बनेगी। आपको स्वयं फैसला करना है।
Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh is scheduled to visit Raipur around 12 p.m. on Tuesday, a day after 14 CRPF personnel were killed and 15 injured in a moist ambush in a Sukhama district of Bastar division in Chhattisgarh. Bodies of 14 CRPF men will be brought to Raipur at Damana Police Training Center. The 15 injured have been airlifted from Chinta Gufa to Raipur. Condition of 3 CRPF Jawan is critical while others are stable, a senior police official told the TI. Late on Monday, Chhattisgarh Chief Minister, that is Raman Singh, flew to Raipur from Delhi and called an emergency meeting with the state senior officials, including Chief Secretary, that is Mr. Vivek Dhan, ADG Intelligence Moist, RK Vich, ADJ Mukesh Gupta, DJP and Ubdhay and others. Chief Minister said the rebels were frustrated with security forces, continuous combining operation in the region, and they did not have the courage to the security man on the face. Hence the late ambush. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also tweeted condemning the attacks. Words are not enough to condemn the brutal and inhuman attack by the anti-national element in Sukhum.
छत्तीसगढ़ के सुकमा जिले में चिंता गुफा से 10 किलोमीटर दूर एक गांव के पास गांव के रहने वाले इनोसेंट नागरिकों को ढाल बनाकर हमारे सीआरपीएफ के जवानों पर माओवादियों ने हमला किया है और कई जवान हमारे हताहत हुए हैं। जो सूचना प्राप्त हुई है वह संख्या लगभग 13 और 15 के बीच हो सकती है। यूं ही मैं यहां पहुंचा हूं, तुरंत जानकारी प्राप्त हुई है। मैंने नेशनल सिक्योरिटी एडवाइजर से भी बात की, अपने होम सेक्रेटरी से बात की, डायरेक्टर आईबी से, डायरेक्टर जनरल सीआरपीएफ सभी से बातचीत की है और विस्तृत जानकारी इस संबंध में और थोड़ी देर के बाद ही प्राप्त होगी। और मैं तो आज रात को ही जाना चाहता था, लेकिन कुछ टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम में यहां पर फ्लाइंग टाइम को लेकर आ गई है पायलट के सामने, नहीं तो मैं कल सुबह ही मैं निकलूंगा।
सर, ये माना जाए कि सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस जिस वक्त झारखंड में बिजी है, इसकी वजह से इनका फायदा उठाया गया वहां छत्तीसगढ़ में। और जो हमारे शहीद हुए हैं सीआरपीएफ के जवान, उनको तो श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता ही, लेकिन उनके परिवारजनों के प्रति भी दिल की गहराइयों से संवेदना व्यक्त करता हूं और यह आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं उन परिवारों की पूरी तरह से हमारी सरकार देखभाल करेगी। जो कुछ भी माओवादियों ने यह कायराना हरकत की है, मैं समझता हूं बहुत बड़ी यह चुनौती है और सभी को एकजुट होकर इस चुनौती का मुकाबला करना चाहिए।
A polling on began on Tuesday in 18 states in Jammu and Kashmir and 20 moist affected constituencies in Jharkhand amid tight securities at 4:15 p.m. Polling in Jammu and Kashmir and Gul Anas assembly segment has recorded its highest number of 44% of polling, followed by Gulbarga with 42.34%, Rezi with 42.08%, whereas Udhampur with 4180% and Ramnagar with 40.88%. An impressive turnout, over 30% recovered in 18 constituencies in Jammu and Kashmir. Till noon in the second phase of assembly election, with voters rebuffing separatist boycott call. In Jharkhand, 32.10% of total of 44,31,900 voters exercised this franchise in the first early hours, according to Election Commission sources. Whereas poll was seen in Jammu and Kashmir, Ramnagar, Jharkhand, Nurabad, Loba, Ponchavali, Kulam, Surkonta, Jharkhand, as well as Mukti Morcha and other places. At the same time, in Jharkhand, former Chief Minister Arjun Munda and Madhu Koda and 3 ministers among 3 candidates, including 35 women contesting from 20 seats, 16 of them reserved for tribals, whereas Jharkhand has an 81-member assembly. The Congress Party on Tuesday protests against Modi government for taking U-turns on its pre-poll promises. as it starts the dharna at Mahatma Gandhi statue in Parliament, whereas the party Vice President, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, joined the leaders in protest, waving that booklet the party released on Monday on central government change of a stance on the key issues. They took a U-turn on every issue, and every issue was taken a U-turn, and that is black money. They have taken a U-turn on CAG, on corruption. They never did whatever they said. He said after the protesters came a day after the Congress party launched a scathing attack against the government on Monday, accusing it of umpiring somersaults on a range of promises from black money to incursion. In a 30-page booklet titled 6 Mahine Par U-Turn Sarkar, 6 months after a U-Turn Sarkar, it is said that Prime Minister and his government have gone back on a ritual, each and every poll with a U-turn every week. Whereas he said while Modi promised clean politics, he delivered a tainted cabinet and made a 180 degrees turn on the issue of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir, and many slip-slops in holding in elections. World Health Organization, that is WHO, states that Delhi is the world's most populated city, a city where average pollution level is 8 times higher than the average. The National Green Tribunal Authority, that is NGTA, has banned all vehicles aged above 15 years from flying on the roads in the national capital. To put a check out of the deteriorating state of Delhi's air quality, National Green Tribunal has put forth the direction on Wednesday wherein all petrol and diesel vehicles that are older than 15 years will no longer be allowed to ply on Delhi roads. This means defaulting vehicles will be seized by authorities as per the Motor Vehicle Act. Animita Roy Chaudhary, Executive Director at the Center for Science and Environment, said, "It's a welcome move, but it has to be aggressive. This is short-term plan that is implemented, but we need an action point that is more aggressive. Like how it is in Paris and China. The shut factories reduce traffic at regular intervals. Only then there will be an impact. Delhi has more than 40 lakh vehicles on its road, and by 2040 the number is expected to hit 400 million. But once this law is implemented, it will impact around 10 lakh vehicles, which may not be an effective number." The people have expressed mixed response to the order. Divya, a resident, said, "I have a well-maintained car. How does one prove that my car is emitting more pollution as compared to the vehicle that commercial and not maintained?" Vijayendra Thakur, another vehicle owner, said the same. The age of vehicle cannot define emitting pollution. What about the pollution check certificate? If that indicates my car, I fit, why should I be fined? Then the NGIT needs to review and monitor this action plan effectively to reduce the pollution levels in the capital. Former Union Minister and Maharashtra first Muslim Chief Minister A.R. Antule died Tuesday following prolonged illness. His nephew said he was 85. Antule breathed in his last Mumbai's Breath Candy Hospital, where he had been admitted a few days ago. He is survived by his wife, that is Nargis, and son Naveed, and daughter Neelam, Shabnam, and Mubin. Said nephew and son-in-law, that is Mushtaq Antule. Known as Barrister Antule, he was the state's first Muslim Chief Minister from June 1980 to Jan 1982. He was appointed by the late Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. He served as a Union Minister in 1995 and later in the UPAI government of former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. As per tradition, we perform the funeral in our native place. We are likely to told that the funeral ceremony is Wednesday in his village of birth, that is Ampat, Raigada district, Mushtaq Antule told. Ebola virus case is seemed to have been taken seriously by health authorities. A top health official with public health background from Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that is MOHFW, conducted a surprise inspection of Gandhi Hospital, the nodal center for Ebola cases. In a case they are reported in Hyderabad, a Nigerian was reported in the Gandhi Hospital. While health officials at Gandhi Hospital were caught unawares, the experts came up with a suggestion to improve the Ebola isolation block and transmitting training of the hospital staff to handle such cases. In the West Africa and other places where Ebola cases were reported, so far close to 300 healthcare workers, including doctors, paramedics, and nurses, tested positive for Ebola after treating any positive parents and patient. To avoid recurrence of such scenario, the MOHFW officials have urged the local health authority to conduct throughout the training of such session for doctors, nurses, class 4th employees, ambulance drivers, paramedics in charge of handling bodies, and person taking care of disposing biohazard medical waste of Gandhi Hospital. The MOHFW official also took up an session with the hospital nurse to make them aware of the procedure that are required to wear personal protective equipment, that is PPE. According to officials, the isolation wards at Gandhi Hospital need to be restructured. As per the set protocols, Ebola recovery room should have an afternoon. Let's have a look on today's sports news. Abhijit Gupta holds Hare Krishna in Khatha Masters. Grandmaster Abhijit Gupta continued with his fine form to hold much higher ranked Indian P. Hare Krishna to an easy draw in the 6th round of Khatha Master International Open Chess tournaments now underway here. Hoping to see my name in World Cup portable list, Sehwag, it has been too close to years that he has been out of national team, but veteran opener, that is Virendra Singh Sehwag, is hopeful to the selectors would consider him in the 30-member portables list for the next year's Cricket World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. Dhoni Bhowi slips a place in ICC rankings. Virat Kohli remains second in the latest ICC ODI batsman ranking, while captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni has slipped a place to be 9th as Indian maintain second spot in the team standing. ICC announces match official for World Cup 2015. The International Cricket Council on Tuesday named for World Cup winners in 25-member match official team for the ICC Cricket World Cup, that is 2015, which runs from 14 February to 29 of March. Cricket Australia swaps first 2 games of ODI series. India to clash Australia on January 18. India will now take on Australia in the second ODI of the 3 series, also involving England, on January 18 after Cricket Australia, that is CA, decided to swap the first 2 matches to give appropriate recovery to the time Indian players following the rescheduling of the 4 tests. Let's have a look on today's share market. Sensex for today stand with 28,444.01 with minus 0.40%, whereas Nifty for today stand with 8,524.70 with 0.30% as decline. Let's have a look on today's gold and silver rates as per Malabar Golds. According to Malabar Golds, today's gold rates, that is 2nd of December, Tuesday, are as follows. For 22 carats of gold for 10 grams, it's rupees 25,060. Whereas for 24 carats of gold for 10 grams, it's rupees 27,020. Silver rates for today for 10 grams, it's rupees 380. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast of 6 regions of Telangana state. Hyderabad, minimum temperature 15 degrees Celsius and maximum 30 degrees Celsius. Karimnagar, minimum temperature 16 degrees Celsius and maximum 29 degrees Celsius. Mahbubnagar, minimum temperature 18 degrees Celsius and maximum 30 degrees Celsius. Nizamabad, minimum temperature 15 degrees Celsius and maximum 30 degrees Celsius, whereas today's minimum temperature of Medak district stand with 15 degrees Celsius and maximum as 30 degrees Celsius. Headlines once again. American Embassy delegates meets KTR at the Secretariat. 6 months over KCR to knock Delhi door with a ball of issues. After uproar in House, Minister Sadhiv Niranjan says she is ready to apologize for Haramzadan on remark. Moise attack Rajnath Singh to visit Chhattisgarh, injured CRPF man to be airlifted to Raipur. Assembly elections polling end in Jammu and Kashmir and Jharkhand. Rahul Gandhi says a dharna against Modi government's U-turns. That's all in the newscast for today. Keep watching Real English News. This is your host Sharif Akram Yamani. Sign up for the day. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.